with different segments of the world are specialized. And so with the US, it's been in governance, it's been in education, healthcare, and all that. Our cooperation with China is more in infrastructure and investments. And so building that road, building that railway. Our cooperation with India is in agriculture and agribusiness. With Brazil is with supply of agricultural equipment and machinery. And so, I mean, we have multifaceted international cooperation with different parts of the world. And so when I say US soft power, is because US AID is very visible in Ghana. And the programs it runs, are programs that project US as a caring nation. And so if we're able to close that gap and shut that out, we'll still have cooperation with different countries. Maybe some European nations might decide to step in and say, look, we're prepared to fill this gap. It's not too large. $156 million really is not a huge pot of money, but it buys US a lot of, recognition for the work that it does. But we are prepared to fill that gap. And like I said, it must teach us to be more reliant. I believe that leadership counts. African nations must show leadership. I must say that we also have responsibility as leaders of African countries to show that we can be less wasteful in how we spend our money, and we should be able to make those adjustments. I mean, just looking at the budget, there are many places that we can cut where we wasted resources before, that we can bring into areas that are of more priority than they have. So there's a responsibility on us to also make the kind of adjustments that help to fill gaps like that.
Can I just follow up on that very good question and ask whether you would be willing to have assistance from China in these kind of soft power areas, education, health, where it would be Chinese stickers that said instead of AID, and the soft power impact would be Chinese?
Well, I haven't seen China invest in those areas in many parts of Africa. I don't know if it's a policy they would decide to adopt, but for now, they might fail up at the multilateral level. I mean, if US decided to cut assistance to some of the UN organizations that are doing critical work in Africa, I mean, powers like China, India, and others might say, look, we're going to fill up to those gaps, but I don't see them going in individual countries into those particular areas.